All right. Now, some people are actually thinking what BruceDropEmOff did was very excessive. Well, of course, other people are going to be thinking the opposite. I've seen a lot of mixed opinions about this, but if you want to ask me, really, when it comes to the entire clip, maybe could BruceDropEmOff be serious in the situation, or could he actually just be trying to flex for the camera? Honestly, it might just be a bit of both, because when it comes to situations like this, when someone is saying some crazy shit like this to you behind a mic, okay, 9 times out of 10, you should mute. I don't even know why anyone would need me to tell them that, but yeah, you should just mute them. But when it comes to thousands of viewers on your stream looking at you and just seeing you get quote-unquote bitched, it's gonna not be a good look, especially when it comes to somebody being racist, because there is a stigma, I'd say, right? And this wouldn't even be for African Americans in the whole sense, because to be honest, racism as a whole should just be gone. It should be extinguished from any part of the fucking earth. And I think anyone of any fucking ethnicity would react the same way Bruce did. And I think a lot of people are trying to give him way too much slack for also stooping to this guy's level, because in the heat of the moment, especially when you get racist remarks for the first time, it's just something that it's really hard to try and be creative in the moment and try and combat it in the best way possible. Like, that kind of criticism that I'm seeing people try and dish out to Bruce online is honestly bullshit. Like, oh, well, he came at his ethnicity right after. It's like, but this dude was coming at Bruce's ethnicity first. What the fuck do you want him to do? Yeah, maybe next time he could be a little bit more creative and find different ways to combat whatever he's fucking dealing with on stream, especially when it's something like this in a lobby. But when it's just happening so sudden, what do you expect from him? Or honestly, anyone that would be put in this same situation. And I've seen people say shit about this clip saying, oh, this guy was joking calling that BruceDropEmOff this. And this is clearly why Bruce reacted so powerfully, because this guy was clearly not joking. I don't know why someone would just get that hamster going in their fucking brain on that little wheel, and they would obviously think it's a joke. What? I don't fucking get that in the slightest. Like, there's joking, and then there's literally just harassment, and it's kind of no secret that this guy was harassing Bruce here. This wasn't even trolling. This was honestly just crossing the line, and I definitely think it's safe to think that way and feel that way. I just don't know why and how people are actually thinking this is a joke. We all know Call of Duty lobbies. This was a usual thing that would happen, but it wasn't like this. It was really not like this before. This is actually in a completely different form of intensity than what it was like way back when it was the stereotypical stupid shit that would happen. This was clearly just blatant racism. I don't know how in the world anyone can just twist that or think otherwise in any sense of the word. Like, how is it anything less than racism? Because if that was a joke, just by the tone of their voices, you could tell there was clearly no joking, just smoke, and it was practically just harassment. There was literally no specification. If anyone else was on the other end of that mic, I promise you, I definitely know for a fact that they would have just been tweaking just like Bruce. And the other guy on the end of the mic, I don't know how anyone could think that that guy was just not even being a piece of shit entirely. If you're defending that shit, you are fucking weird. Now, when it comes to Bruce putting a 20K bounty on this guy's head, now, is that viable or not? Honestly, no. But would it make anyone think twice about doing this racist shit on the internet ever again? Probably so, but honestly, Bruce should have just muted the guy. But then again, everybody would be like, oh, I wouldn't let someone like that talk to me. That nigga Bruce, he should have been hard in that situation. That nigga pussy for not cooking that nigga for being racist. They're gonna be saying a ton of shit like that. So I completely understand the reaction. And honestly, I'm not gonna let anybody talk to me like that. But personally, I think I would have probably just said my shit, then muted him and left it at that. when it comes to him putting 20K on this Call of Duty player's head, honestly, I think it's kind of funny. And it makes me wonder, is he actually going to give 20K to the person who wants to fucking find out where this guy is? Because that's a good amount of rent money or a new car right there. And your boy definitely needs some new wheels. Now, what's very interesting is that we all know Twitch likes to kick him off their website a lot. Now, would they do the same thing and try to kick him off the platform for actually sticking up for himself and trying to go against racism, which their platform also does not like? Even though he is also encouraging doxing, which also breaks the rules on Twitch. Now, two wrongs don't make a right. Now, is this something that they should overlook? I personally feel like they should overlook it, and it's something that would ultimately make them look bad if they were to try and put any type of disciplinary action on Bruce in the process. And I will say he did apologize because he also said some racist shit back. Now, is that something that they would also take into consideration? To be fair, he did apologize, but at the end of the day, he really shouldn't have said anything racist back, because not only does it make him look bad, but it makes it so that he has a lot more to lose than any random motherfucker that he would run into a lobby with in Call of Duty, and really he should not have stooped to that guy's level. And I hope from this situation, Bruce can come up with a better way to combat people trying to be on fuck shit whenever he's in a lobby. But let's say after this entire doxing, if someone does get their hands on him, I mean, Bruce is definitely going to be viable. There's no changing that. And I think, if anything, that would get him in a lot more trouble than he'd actually even want to think about. Because the whole entire bounty, putting someone's life at risk, I don't think Twitch would overlook that. And honestly, I can't even overlook that my damn self, because that is pretty extreme. You would have thought he was playing Max Payne 3 and got shat on by another player. Honestly, I think the bounty is the worst thing that he could have done, because it literally is not a good look, because who knows what anyone is going to do with that information, especially when he wants them to do it himself. Who knows what the fuck a superfan is going to do for 20,000, let alone a random who wants that money. That kind of mindset is actually really dangerous, and I think that is something to take into consideration. But with that being said, this entire situation is crazy as fuck, and who knows? Someone might actually end up getting paid at the end of the day. And when this video finished, hopefully it's me.